Well, now we are joined by our pet expert, Greg Riley, and Faith, and we're here to talk about a really actually serious issue.
Sure. We're actually here talking about canine parvo, or the canine parvovirus, and a lot of people may be confused right now because normally you see parvovirus, like say when it's warm outside in the spring or in summer. And yesterday Kevin was talking about how people more or less are affected by the weather, and I could probably make a further step by saying so are pets. Now right now, Kevin, you would probably agree with me that the winter has been relatively mild.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you have that in conjunction with the holidays, when a lot of people are out there wanting to get pets and so forth, in conjunction with a very mild weather, and there's probably another factor, you're going to see a really big rise in parvo, which we have been seeing at the Honey Creek Animal Hospital and other clinics throughout Terre Haute.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what actually it is parvo.
Parvo is a really nasty intestinal virus that attacks the GI system. So some of the symptoms that you would be seeing for a puppy is going to be like, say, diarrhea, vomiting, lethargy, weight loss, a high temperature. And normally, once they get past, say, 1.5 in terms of age, your puppy should be more or less okay. But right around between, anything younger than that, you're going to really see those symptoms, sometimes, unfortunately, with those puppies.
Now, I have a question.
Sure.
And, how does a dog get parvo? Do you have to get it from another dog? Does it float through the air, or where does it come from?
Okay. Well, Faith had parvo. Okay. And what happens is that she sheds the virus. Unfortunately, it's early in the morning through her poop. Okay. And it can stay in the soil for literally months. Some people would even argue years.
Wow.
And basically, you can have another dog that would walk a puppy on it. Or unfortunately, sometimes they eat it.
Sometimes,
and that's how it gets transmitted.
Okay, all right. So, what are some things, because this needs to be treated pretty quickly.
Pretty quickly, you definitely need to go see your veterinarian if you do have parvo. The other big thing that I would really strongly urge, and I'm going to sound like maybe a little bit of a used car salesman, is if you do have a puppy, certainly take them to a veterinarian and have their first series of shots at a veterinary clinic, as opposed to going to some of the stores around here and getting an off-the-counter distemper vaccination, because you just don't know how or where those vaccinations were stored. They're supposed to be cold and refrigerated, but they could sit on a truck. So if I could actually use that analogy, let's say you and I are a young married couple, okay? And we have a child by the name of Zippity Bop Bop.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So would we take Zippity Bop Bop to get like his measles vaccines or his smallpox vaccines at the local mini mart? Well, of course not. No, we're going to take little Bop Bop, don't worry. To the doctor,
Yeah.
And we won't have to worry about him being picked on at school later on. But if you can take that analogy, why would you risk, your puppy going to some place at a store where you should actually take them to a veterinarian? Once they get over that, 2-year stage, if you want to take a, chance on vaccines over the store, sure, I, don't have a problem with that.
Right. But in that first couple, years,
I would strongly urge people to get their dogs vaccinated at a veterinary clinic.
Now, are all dogs, all breeds of dogs susceptible to parvos, or are there dogs that are more likely to get it than others?
That's a good question. All dogs are very susceptible, but there are going to be certain breeds that are going to be more susceptible than others. Those are going to include, like, say, Rottweilers, your Pit Bulls, miniature pinchers, Doberman pinchers, Labs, and sometimes Dachshunds.
Very interesting. All right, well, thank you so much. We appreciate that,
Thank
Greg.
you.
Thanks, Faith, for getting up early in the morning as well.
Good luck buying a used car.
Yeah, no problem.
As we take you to break, let's take another look at how you can get a hold of Greg Riley. If you have any questions, also check out his Facebook page. Lots of stuff always going on there. You're watching News 10 this morning on WTHI. We'll be right back.